I found her diary. This is a story about a woman who was so obsessed with her beauty that she wrote down all of her secrets in a diary. What secrets could these be? And how will the protagonist react to them? Well, let's find out. It was an ordinary day when I found my wife's diary lying around the house. It'd been a while since I'd seen it, but seeing it again brought back a flood of memories. In the beginning of our relationship, my wife would spend hours writing in this diary. She wrote down everything that went through her mind, every little thought, every little feeling. The only thing missing from those entries were the names of the people involved. So even though it was clear who she was talking about, I never knew who exactly it was until now. After our first baby was born, she stopped writing. It was too much work, and there wasn't any time left. But recently, after our daughter turned 3, she started again. When I picked up the book and saw the entry dated January 1st, I couldn't believe what I was reading. My wife was talking about me, but not in a good way. January 1st, New Year's Eve, was terrible. Michael spent the whole day playing with his new drone. I didn't get to spend any time with him. It's always like this. He plays with his gadgets all day long, and then he doesn't even notice me. Sometimes I feel so unimportant. He works all the time, and then when he's free, he spends his time with his stupid drones. If it weren't for Oliver, I'd leave him in a heartbeat. What was she talking about? I mean, I did buy a drone for New Year's Eve, but I was with my wife the whole day. We went shopping together, and then we came home and watched a movie. I couldn't believe what I was reading. Was my wife keeping secrets from me? What kind of secrets? February 14th. Michael booked us a romantic dinner for Valentine's Day. The restaurant was lovely, and the food was great. But he still spent most of his time talking about his drone. I was furious, but I held back. Shh. Why should I let him see that he can upset me? That's what he wants. Instead, I played along and pretended to be interested. Ray bragged about his new drone, and I listened patiently. I hate being with him sometimes. He's so self-absorbed. He doesn't realize how lonely I am. Today was yet another reminder of that. At least I have Oliver. He makes me the happiest. Even if my husband isn't interested, I'll always have my son. This was getting weird. How could my wife say that I spent the whole day talking about my drone? When I was with her, and all she could think about was her stupid diary. It was making me so angry. But at the same time, I was also curious. What else did she write? March 8th, today was the worst day of my life. I woke up feeling sick. My whole body hurt. I was crying and I couldn't stop shaking. Oliver found me and called my mom. He stayed with me the whole day while my mom took me to the hospital. Michael didn't come. My mom said he was probably working, but I know it was because of me. He hates when I get sick. After all this time, I finally got a proper diagnosis. I have endometriosis. The doctor said that I wouldn't be able to get pregnant anymore. I hope she's wrong. But even if she isn't, it's my mom and dad who'll take care of me. They'll help me through this. They always do. Why is my husband so cold-hearted? He doesn't understand how painful this is for me. I loved being a mother. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. I was so happy. But now my happiness is gone. I don't want to live anymore. I want to die. I felt sick to my stomach. I sat down right away. My wife wanted to die. What was I supposed to do? I rushed into the bathroom and threw up into the toilet. Must have been all the sushi I ate yesterday. I drank some water and splashed it on my face. I needed to calm down. I needed to think straight. How could I not know that my wife was going through something like this? Did she even love me? Did she love being married to me? I tried calling her, but she didn't pick up. She must have been at her mom's place. I grabbed my keys and drove over there. When I knocked on the door, her mom opened it. She looked at me with wide eyes. "Michael, what are you doing here?" I just wanted to talk to Anna." "Oh, okay." She stepped aside and let me in. I found my wife sitting on the couch. She looked at me and nodded. "Hey, can we talk?" She nodded again. "You want to die?" I blurted out. She gasped, "What?" "How did you read your diary?" I said quietly. Stood up and walked away. "So that's why you came?" "Why do you want to die? I don't want to live anymore. I can't live without Oliver. Being a mother made me happy. It was the best thing that ever happened to me, and now I can't have another baby? I'm useless." "Don't talk like that. You're not useless. I may not know what it's like to be a woman, but I know that having a child isn't everything to them. It's not like it is to men. Your life isn't over just because you can't have another kid. It is for me. I don't want to live if I can't be a mother." "Then you won't be alone," I whispered. She turned around. "What?" "You won't be alone. I'm here. I'm here for you, Anna." I walked closer and wrapped my arms around her. She leaned against me and cried. "But I thought you didn't care," she mumbled. "What? You don't care about me? You don't care about Oliver? Don't care about anything except your stupid drones. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you felt that way. I'm sorry. Please forgive me." We stood there hugging each other for a long moment. I didn't know what to say. All I knew was that I loved my wife and that I would do anything to make her happy again. We drove home in silence. I kept glancing at her, but she looked away whenever I did. I knew she was upset with me, and I didn't blame her. I just hoped that she would forgive me soon. She didn't speak until we got home and sat down at the table. "I'm sorry for what I said in the diary," she said quietly. "It's all right. Shouldn't have read it, though. I'm sorry for that." "No, you were right to do it. I needed someone to tell me what I didn't want to hear. I needed someone to wake me up. I was wrong. My life isn't over just because I can't have another child. You were right. I'm sorry for being such a bad wife. I promise it'll never happen again." I took her hand. "Thank you. I love you, Anna. Don't ever forget that." She smiled. "I love you too, Michael." That night, we made love for the first time in months. Afterward, my wife fell asleep in my arms. I stroked her hair and thought about how lucky I was to have her by my side. I had no idea she was going through something like this. All I knew was that I loved her and that I would do anything to make her happy. When I woke up the next morning, I found my wife in the kitchen. She was making breakfast and humming a song. I walked over and hugged her from behind. "Good morning," I whispered in her ear. She laughed. "Good morning. Want some coffee?" "Sure." As I sipped my coffee, I thought about the day before. I couldn't believe my wife had been hiding her pain from me, but I was glad she finally felt comfortable enough to open up to me. I knew we'd have ups and downs, but I was willing to do whatever it took to make her happy. Just then, my son came running into the kitchen. "Mommy, can we go to the park today?" he asked. His eyes were shining with excitement. My wife smiled. "Of course, honey. Go to the park today." She turned to me and squeezed my hand. "Thank you," she whispered. I knew she was thanking me for promising to do whatever it takes to make her happy. And I knew I wouldn't trade it for the world. The end.